Dark clouds loomed over the rugged Carthaginian battlefield. A solitary figure, clad in well-worn armor, gazed across the vast plains. Hannibal Barca knew this moment would be etched into history forever. The roar of the marching elephants echoed, their tusks aimed towards Rome. Soldiers murmured with anticipation. "This," Hannibal whispered to himself, "is the march of destiny." Not far behind, his trusted generals exchanged anxious glances. "Can we do it, Hannibal?" one whispered. Hannibal nodded confidently. "We must, for Carthage." He clenched his fist, eyes blazing with determination. Among the troops, young soldiers shared tales of Hannibal's bravery. "They say he swore an oath at 9 to forever oppose Rome," one boasted. His comrade nodded. "A fierce lion indeed." As the army descended the treacherous alpine pathways, soldiers struggled against the cold. "Hold the line," Hannibal commanded, his voice cutting through the howling wind. "Victory awaits." On the Roman side, murmurs of fear spread as scouts reported the news. "Hannibal comes from the north," a senator gasped. The Romans knew they faced a formidable enemy. In the halls of the Roman Senate, whispers filled the air. "Is it true? Can he cross the Alps?" one senator asked, incredulously. "He's done the impossible before," another answered. Deep in Carthage, elders debated. "Will Hannibal lead us to victory or doom?" questioned an elder. "Time will tell," answered another. Shadows of doubt lingered over the council. Upon reaching the Italian fields, curious villagers emerged, witnessing Hannibal's mighty force. An old man, awestruck, muttered, "Never have I seen such beasts and men together." "Tell us about the Alps, General," a young officer asked, eager to learn. Hannibal smiled. "The mountains are nothing against the fire of purpose burning within us." Roman scribes furiously documented the unfolding events. "Every move of Hannibal must be recorded," commanded a statesman, "for history and for Rome's preparation." Eyes turned to the skies, searching for signs of fortune or doom. Priests offered sacrifices, questioning, do the gods favor Hannibal's relentless march? Hannibal's origins lay deep in Carthaginian history. Born in 247 BC, he inherited both the legacy and the enmity towards Rome from his father, Hannibal Barca. At a tender age, Hannibal made a solemn vow at a sacrificial altar. "I, Hannibal, swear eternal enmity towards Rome," he declared as the flames flickered with approval. Under his father's tutelage, Hannibal learned the arts of war and diplomacy. "Remember, Hannibal," Hamilcar would say, "our enemies are not just across the seas, but within." Years passed, and upon his father's death, Hannibal rose to lead Carthage's armies. His presence commanded respect and loyalty from both seasoned warriors and new recruits alike. Stories of his childhood travels and teachings spread among Carthaginian troops. "He walks in his father's shadow," an old soldier recounted, "and one day he will cast his own." His mind, sharp and calculating, devised strategies not just to fight Rome, but to outsmart it. "Use their strength against them," Hannibal would tell his generals, "like water wears down stone." The spark ignited at Saguntum. As Hannibal advanced his troops, Rome viewed this as a declaration of war. Saguntum's fall will ripple through history, he predicted. Under the sun's harsh glare, Hannibal's forces besieged the city. "Not a stone shall remain," he declared, commanding. Tribunes watched, knowing this would escalate into the unthinkable. News of Saguntum's despair reached Rome, igniting fury and determination. "We cannot let this stand," Roman officials decreed. The drums of war pounded in Roman forums. Among mercenaries, the murmurs of unrest grew. "With Saguntum ours, Rome's next," Hannibal assured his warriors, his voice a blend of reassurance and command. Within Carthage, debates raged. Hannibal's actions challenge Rome's might, one merchant fretted. An elder reassured, "In challenge lies the heart of triumph or tragedy." Rome's preparatory might began to stir, legions gathering at the Senate's command. "Meet this threat with the full strength of Rome," the consul declared, eyes fierce with resolve. The march through the Alps began, nature testing every resolve. Bitter cold, landslides, and hunger struck fear in troops' hearts. "Onward," Hannibal urged, the vision of victory warming him. Many soldiers slipped into abyssal voids. "Hold, help them," cried Hannibal, but even in resolve, men succumbed to nature's might. Yet each brave soul fueled his determination. Carthaginian elephants labored through treacherous paths, their strength waning. "They are our true giants," Hannibal acknowledged, ensuring their care. In return, these beasts bore warriors to salvation. Atop the mountain, Hannibal gathered his weary men. "Look to Italy," he proclaimed, pointing across the vast horizon. "Each step forward is one closer to Rome's gates." Word spread among the troops of disdain and desertion. A general approached. "Many fear mighty Hannibal," he whispered. "Fear is but the shadow of power," Hannibal responded sternly. Days turned to weeks, limbs heavy with toil. "Hannibal leads with unwavering heart," a soldier remarked, rallying his comrades. "Together, we shall carve our names in history." With renewed vigor, they descended the Alps, and the fertile Italic land lay sprawling. "This is our stage," Hannibal declared, eyes sweeping the lush expanse. "Here, legends awaken." Strategizing at his camp, Hannibal gathered generals. "Fight not just with arms, but with minds," he advised, sketching plans in the soil. Each line was a step towards Rome. The Battle of Trebia commenced, Hannibal's tactics cunningly ensnaring Roman forces. "Let them taste defeat," he ordered as Carthaginian strength overwhelmed Rome's might. Cheers filled the air as Carthage claimed victory. "Rome will remember our name," soldiers rejoiced. Hannibal allowed himself a rare, triumphant smile, but this was only the beginning. Among defeated Romans, tales of Hannibal's prowess spread. "He fights like the gods," a Roman captive whispered, struck by the brilliance of Hannibal's strategies. Emboldened by success, Hannibal addressed his men. "We are not just soldiers, but authors of great tales. Let our courage mold our chapter in Rome's downfall." Winter's chill seeped into camp, resources dwindling. "We must persevere," Hannibal urged. Challenges tested loyalty. Some wavered, others vanished. Yet Hannibal bore the mantle of unyielding resolve. At Cannae, Hannibal's forces struck fiercely, staging a masterstroke against the Romans. Yet, though triumphant, he sensed the grip of fate tightening. Victory, he mused, is but a fleeting shadow. Rome seethed, roused by vengeance. "Let us reclaim and restore our glory," the Senate declared, fueling legions with renewed fervor. Hannibal, aware of Rome's resurgence, braced for the storm. In quiet moments, Hannibal pondered home and the burden of legacy. "What price shall we pay for glory?" he questioned, the weight of his oath ever present on his weary shoulders. Whispers of alliances with local Italic tribes reaching his ears. "Will they side with us?" generals asked. Hannibal replied, "Their trust is as fragile as the morning mist." Hannibal's relentless campaigns stretched Carthage thin, resources scarce. "A time to wield wisdom over warfare," mused a seasoned warrior, acknowledging the subtle tide of fate's cruel hand. Rome's revival proved powerful. Despite his brilliance, Hannibal retreated, heart heavy with dreams of conquest unrealized. "Even stars must dwindle," he confessed, yet his spirit remained unbroken. In Carthage, stories of Hannibal's feats became legends. "The man who defied empires," poets sang, keeping the flame of his audacious spirit alight in Carthaginian memory. Scipio Africanus emerged from Rome's ranks, inspired by Hannibal to become an adept strategist. Their legendary battle danced across Roman lore, carved into the scrolls of time. Upon his peaceful resting shores, Hannibal reflected on life's tumultuous struggles with acceptance. "A warrior's peace lies in trials faced," he remarked, viewing the resplendent horizon. Generations hence, even in Roman schools, Hannibal's name echoed in examinations of strategy and leadership, a symbol of perseverance, often cited as the greatest general Rome faced. Though Carthage itself waned, the essence of Hannibal's indomitable spirit, like an eternal fire, illuminated the annals of history, an everlasting testament to stubborn resilience.